Hello, welcome to our course of Chinese culture. In this section, please join us to savor the delicious Chinese food and its profound culture. There is a quite interesting phenomenon in China. People greet each other not with the sentence, "Hello, how are you?" but with 吃了吗? which means, "Have you eaten your meal?" This daily greeting can best show that food culture is very important in Chinese daily life. Nowadays, more and more foreigners get to know real Chinese food and fall in love with it, such as hot pot, fried noodles, and mapo tofu. But with more varied Chinese dishes, how would you introduce them to foreigners? Today, we will unveil the charm of Chinese food from three aspects: criterion of judging a Chinese dish, cooking methods, and yin-yang principle. Generally speaking, there are three essential standards by which Chinese cooking is judged, namely color, aroma, and taste, with taste being the most important. Color refers not only to the beautiful color of the food, but also to the layout and design. Experienced chef will carve the food into various artistic designs and match with special plates. Their modeling is often exquisite and symbolic. For example, steamed fish with chive will normally be put in a fish-shaped plate to set off the fine lines. Aroma refers to the fragrant and appetizing smell of the dishes served on the table before eating. Natural ingredients and spices are used to prepare strongly fragrant dishes, such as sesame oil, coriander, and MSG. Taste is not only associated with tasting the food itself, but also with appreciation of seasoning and texture. There are 5 main tastes in Chinese cuisine, namely sourness, sweetness, bitterness, pungency, and saltiness. We use different seasonings to achieve the taste. Based on the 5 basic tastes, dishes can evolve into more than 500 different flavors. But there is one more taste that has been pursued by Chinese people since long ago. It is the flavor of xian, and we cannot find its equivalent word in English. The flavor xian is the combined flavor of freshness and deliciousness. Making soup is often a good way to awaken the xian flavor, such as chicken soup. For cooking methods, China excels in number in the world. Locality and climate play an important role in cooking. They affect people's choice of cooking materials and the preference of cooking process. There are 48 different basic ways of cooking in China, including boiling, stewing, frying, stir-frying, quick frying, deep frying, frying and simmering, sautéing, smoking, roasting or barbecuing, baking, steaming, scalding, etc. For most of cooking methods, the control of 火候, or adjustment of the heat, is crucial for a well-cooked dish. Together with nice color, aroma, and taste, every dish on the Chinese dinner table looks just like a piece of art, good-looking and delicious. What is worth mentioning is that Chinese dish is also rich in traditional Chinese culture, for example, yin-yang principle and 5 elements. What are yin and yang? What are the 5 elements? Chinese people hold that everything in the universe is either positive or negative, hot or cold, wet or dry, etc. Each kind of food has its own characteristics of yin and yang. Yin foods are thin, cold, and low in calorie, such as cucumber, watermelon, and seafood, while yang foods are rich, spicy, hot, and high in calorie, such as ginger, garlic, and pepper. By consuming too much yang food, one's body will generate more heat than it can bear, so heat will come out in other ways, such as ulcer, throat, and acne. On the contrary, eating too much yin food will affect the function of one's stomach and intestine, resulting in cold hands, cold feet, stomachache, and nervousness for no reason. So Chinese people believe that the food they eat should keep a harmonious balance of yin and yang if they want to stay physically, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. According to Huangdi Neijing, or Yellow Emperor's Classic of Internal Medicine, the yin and yang balance of diet should also go with the changing of seasons. Since the yin and yang energy in nature is changing with time, just like the Tai Chi diagram is ever-changing. Besides, Chinese people also believe that to ensure a range of nutrients, one needs to consume all main food color in a meal. And why is that? According to the book Huangdi Neijing, the 5 main colors are white, black, green, yellow, and red. And they all go to the 5 internal organs of the body. The red goes to heart, green goes to liver, black goes to kidney, white goes to lung, and yellow goes to spleen. Each type of food contains certain fine extract that can exert certain effect on the body. For example, when one coughs, it means there is much heat in one's lung. Chinese doctors believe pears help reduce the heat in lungs, and pears are wet food. For those who have weak bodies and are afraid of cold, Chinese date and goji can help increase heat and the circulation of blood and qi in one's body. Therefore, in our daily life, we'd better keep a balanced diet to keep healthy. Okay, that is what we have learned in this section, Chinese food and Chinese food culture. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. See you next time.